come running for the money. They come running by the hundreds, by the millions, by the mills. Say, keep your head low, keep your head low. Let's head over my way for them dollar bills. Money, 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 gotta run and gotta run and run, boy, run.
My name is Fischer. I am a professional long distance runner for Adidas and Tinman Elite, and I'm training for the Boston Marathon.
Very good. Okay.
Thanks, Max.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah, Chicago was great overall. I mean, obviously it was a very hot and not overly favorable day weather-wise, but I'm really happy with the way that I competed. I think I ran a very, measured and just like intelligent race, and I was really proud of my ability to just kind of like make sure that I was setting myself up for success in that race. And I think the biggest thing I learned was that I should just trust my intuition and be really patient. Like the marathon is a very, very long race. So, at mile 20, I still hadn't caught any of the guys that I'd hoped I would have caught by that point. But, in the last 10K, I ended up moving up a bunch of places and finishing 9th overall. And that was something that was kind of a goal of mine going in, was to finish top 10. Working with Coach Hunter for the first time was really fun. I think she's the type of person who's just like a lifelong learner and really wants to make sure that, she doesn't get stale in her coaching and in her life in general. And so working with someone like her who'd never really coached anybody for a marathon before, let alone an elite marathon, was something that we talked through a lot before the build-up. And, we were both very transparent about the fact that we both had a lot to learn. One of the things I'm most appreciative about Coach Hunter for is that she's always willing to evolve and learn and change and experiment. And it's not like I'm just going to be doing the same marathon build-up that I did from Chicago here in the Boston build-up and rinse and repeat every marathon I run for the rest of my career. Like, we're going to be trying new things and exploring and taking risks and seeing what works and what doesn't. So yeah, I think, Chicago was great, and it was good to get a mark on the board and kind of prove to myself that I had what it takes to compete at that level. And now the next big step is going to an even bigger stage in Boston and in a marathon that, people train for a lifetime to be able to compete at. And I'm really excited to just see how I stack up in probably the best field ever assembled in Boston from a domestic and international standpoint. I'm still relatively young for a marathoner. I'm 26, so just getting out there and running hard. And the beauty about being a bit of a young gun and having this only be my second one is that I get to take some chances in the build-up and on race day. And if they pay off, it's going to be a huge day for me. And if they don't, then we've got years ahead to go back to the drawing board and make sure we get things dialed in so that I do have that big day.
Caught on camera. All right, so Reed and Brogan and Aaron are all doing 5 to 7 by mile at threshold effort / pace. So we'll probably start a little slower than that and then just work down towards 5-minute pace, maybe a little bit under. Then after that, we're gonna head over to the hill and run 45-second hills, and then they're gonna go till they get to about 90 minutes total.
What's sort of the goal for this early section of Reed's marathon build-up?
We're just gonna start with building basic stamina, doing some threshold work and extending the length of some of his reps. Right now he's not doing any reps longer than a mile, but we will start doing that. We'll just do a similar progression that we did last time. We'll have some tempo runs at the end of long runs and just try to get really comfortable at 5-minute pace basically here at altitude.
What are you trying to get out of today?
So we're on the track today. Just kind of, we're still coming out of any sort of worry about my knee, so we're trying to just keep things predictable when possible, and just with the other guys working out, makes sense to be on the track today.
Running in the Bostons today?
Running in the Bostons today.
The namesake.
Fitting shoe.
I'm just about taking my gloves off.
I know.
Is it no glove
I'm gonna
day,
keep
or-
my, because you can always take them off, especially when you're on the track. No.
Then your hands are all sweaty and
You're crazy.
I want to get
I like you,
blasted
but
today.
you're crazy. Let's go. Whoa.
Gosh.
All right, let's stop. And we're off. Should have worn gloves.
Oh, well, that's good.
So, boys.
Our goal was like to split punches while running forward, and like it was definitely.
Hi, boys. Well, thanks for the ride.
Put in like up to 16 for you guys.
Okay.
Just came.
Whoa,
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Absolutely fucked it.
How'd you feel, Reed?
Okay. Definitely tired as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Monday was a huge day for me compared to what I've been doing.
No
It
kidding.
was like 22 and a half miles with a lift. Most I've done on a single day besides that is like 18.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hamstrings are sore.
Okay.
Been hitting it hard with Chris in the gym. So
Yeah, that's good though.
yep,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I just rather do that than deal with
I'm
this.
okay with you just doing hills. It's good for you.
I'm just saying,
right now.
yeah,
You're not
yeah.
ready to start with me first.
Oh, like an eternity.
An eternity, I know.
45 is so long.
Way.
Yeah.
Hips up, drive the knees step down. So take the downs easy, okay?
Little much.
I think that's good. I like
Yeah, that's good too.
that. All right, I'm gonna steal my flag back and off we go.
Good day.
Very, I'd say.